Hello. On June the 12th at the Jerram Gallery, we'll be having an exhibition of the sculpture of Mark Coreth. And I'm here today at his studio to talk with Mark about the sculpture that is going to be in the show. And it's just such a wonderful opportunity for him to describe his work and how he goes about creating the sculpture.
This is my studio. It's not enormous. It's really my playroom. My real studio is in fact the whole world. I travel far and wide looking for the subjects I want to sculpt. If I do that, I become a guest in the wildlife's environment where they're king and I'm just simply there to observe and to learn from the wildlife, to learn from the environment and to learn from the local guides that take me out, who are ultimately my teachers. On my travels, I will go and sculpt in the field, be it under an acacia tree in Africa, or behind an iceberg in the high Arctic, or hidden behind a rock way up in the Himalayas, and sculpt field studies that are really my sketches for when I get back to the studio. And these are all field studies. You can see this little sable antelope made in South Africa, and which eventually I expanded to the more finished piece here. And indeed, polar bears made up in the Arctic. This little bear, oh, that was fun making him in the Carpathian Mountains. Just studying bears, where bears are just king in their environment. And here, wild boar. Where was that made? Siberia, in the Russian Far East. When I was looking for that extraordinary Siberian or Amur tiger, this indeed is a little field study of a tiger. Admittedly, this happened to be a wounded one in a sort of caged environment, so I could sit there and study him easily. But the great thing is, a day or two later, looking for tiger in the deep snow -30, I saw this extraordinary sight of a wildcat just ahead. It turned around, saw me, and bounded into the taiga forest. This is where you get the real learning experience. It is where you get the heart and the soul of wildlife, where it is king, where I'm just a guest. That is the magic of travelling and working in this way. So the studio back here is really where I begin to pluck out from my mind all these things I've learnt. By doing it that way, you just drink it all into your mind. Your mind becomes that camera, and your eyes the lens. Now, these swifts are of particular significance as far as I'm concerned. They are part of a sculpture which I made in the heart of the old city of Jerusalem, a city that is so much in the news at the moment. I made a big olive tree which depicts the history of the walls of Jerusalem, but the canopy is of an exploding series of swifts, which are quite literally migrating around the world. And this lot are migrating into the Jerram Gallery. So why 3 swifts? The swifts depict the Abrahamic faiths. It's my prayer flag that the Abrahamic faiths fly together in unison with nature around the world. All of these bronzes that I have around me are individual experiences. The bronzes speak for themselves. All of them have different stories. Absolutely every one. And indeed, not just these, but there's some more that you'll have to come and see at the exhibition on the 12th of June at the Jerram Gallery.
Mark, it's been a fascinating visit to your studio. Thank you. And talking about your sculpture that's going to be on view in the exhibition at the Jerram Gallery from June the 12th. So we hope that you'll be all able to visit.